Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the FCS Football channel, and today we are doing the Manchester United versus Everton watch along. Obviously this is our final pre-season match. Obviously while throughout pre-season I've been saying the end result doesn't really matter. It's about getting these players match fit. Today is different. We are playing against Leeds in a week's time. I think it might actually be a week right now. I think is our kickoff against Leeds. We have to see a good performance because this game may as well be the first game in the Premier League. Both teams are playing pretty much their first teams. We have to play well. Look, while maybe we don't have to win this game, we have to be seeing good performances. We have to be seeing the tactics being there, the tempo, players playing their position, so on and so forth. It's so important that we start this game right. Hello, Angie. How are we? He is starting Van der Beek and Matic. Interestingly enough as well, Paul Pogba on the bench. Pogba is on the bench. Fred is also on the bench. I think Fred is on the bench because obviously he played in the Copa America final. But I'm not sure. But obviously, so that is the lineup today. So to go through it, it's David De Gea in goal. It's Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Van der Beek, Matic, Dan James, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood and Anthony Martial. And look, this is pretty much the team I would expect to be starting next week. If we go over to this screen, you can see the bench. On that bench, you've got Paul Pogba. Maybe do you start Paul Pogba? He's only just got back into training recently, so you probably do start him. But Van der Beek or Pogba, one of the two would be starting for me. I would probably start Pogba, but I'm not sure exactly how fit Pogba is. Matt wouldn't start. Grant obviously not. Andreas Pereira is lucky to be on the bench. Fred maybe. Dallo no. Heaton no. Williams no. Garner no. Axel Twanzebe no. Well, maybe Axel and no to Scott McTominay. I would take it if he started Matic and Van der Beek in the midfield. Yeah, I mean, I think it's crucial Matic plays. I really do. I think Matic, this pre-season, has proven himself to be crucial to how we play. He's been fantastic throughout this pre-season. And if James Garner was at the level, then I'll be saying play James Garner. But from what we've seen this pre-season, at this moment in time, James Garner's not ready. So, for me, Matic has to play. But if I go back to that screen, we can look at the Everton lineup. So, it's Jordan Pickford in goal. It's Seamus Coleman, Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey and Lucas Digne. Alan, Doucouré, Iwobi, James Rodriguez, Andros Townsend and Damari Gray. So, more or less, their first team. If you look at their bench, John Joe Kenny, he's not going to start. Mason Holgate, maybe. Delph won't. Mina, maybe. Begovic won't. Nkunku or Nkunku won't. Gordon won't. Tom Davies won't. Broadhead won't. Tyra won't. And Norman Dobbin won't. So, the only player really missing from that first team squad, from what I can think of, well, the only two is Richarlison, who won't start the season because he's at the Olympics, and Calvert-Lewin. So it's a good test to see how good both Man United and Everton are. I'm excited for this game. And I'm excited to see my man Anthony Martial back up top. Obviously, he's been injured at the start of the season. So at the end of last season, he's back. He's shaved his head bald. Bald Tony, skinhead Tony. Let's see how he gets on. There's some Oh, don't worry, mate. They'll change. basically, we're the early kickoffs now because Champions League hasn't started. After Champions League started, fixtures will be rearranged and we'll start be putting on Sundays and midday Sundays or whatever. Actually, I might be wrong actually thinking about it because Europa League. I think we got moved to Sunday because of Europa League. It could be wrong. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm quite excited. The only bad thing, and I've been looking into other possibilities to make it happen, is obviously last year every single Man United game was on the telly because of COVID and no fans were allowed in the ground. Now fans are allowed back in the ground. Man United aren't. Every Man United game isn't on. So look, if I can find a way around it, I will try. But we might not be able to do watch-alongs for every game anymore, which is a shame. Obviously, Champions League games and all the games that are on telly, I'll be doing them. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm still going to be trying to find ways to be able to try and get all the watch-alongs for you. But it is hard. Yeah, but they don't show all the Premier League games. Sky Sports and BT aren't allowed to show the Sky Sports the Premier League games in the UK. Because basically, I don't know when the law was put in place to try and encourage fans to go to the games, especially for lower league teams. They stopped all Premier League games being broadcasted. So all 3 o'clock kickoffs aren't on telly. You'll never find a 3 o'clock Premier League game on telly or any 3 o'clock football game, English football game on TV, and some games just aren't broadcasted. It's stupid. Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to do like legal ways, like getting VPNs and stuff, but I can't really find anything that works. But I'm still looking out for some stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I said, all Champions League games. Hopefully we don't go to the Europa League, but if we do, of course, all of that will be covered here. So yeah. Also, United Live, welcome. Get your predictions down in the comments. Yeah. So United Live, I'll get the Everton lineup for you. Thank you, NG. Thank you, my guy. Right, so this is the Everton lineup. So it's Pickford in goal, Coleman, Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey, Lucas Digne, Allen, Doucouré, Iwobi, James Rodriguez, Andros Townsend, and Damari Gray. So like I said earlier, it is pretty much full strength. The only 2 players you're really missing there is Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin, who, to be fair, are 2 out of their best players. 2 out of their top 3 players, there's 2 of them not playing. But he was just a pundit for Malaysian. Was he? I mean, what I find interesting, obviously, I don't know if you guys have heard the quotes from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Jadon Sancho and Raphael Varane will not start against Leeds. Solskjaer has said that both Varane and Sancho won't start and will hopefully be on the bench for the Leeds game, which is a worry. And I don't quite understand it. Look, I somewhat understand the Varane issue. Obviously, we had to work out a visa. We had to get a visa. That was out of our hands. We could have applied for it earlier. Things about that. But we've waited for a visa, and now we have to isolate. Sancho, I'm baffled. What's happened there? Sancho, his season for Dortmund ended before Man United's. He played the same Euros as Maguire and Luke Shaw. Wan-Bissaka didn't go. Rashford, and yet these players are back first and playing. I don't understand why Sancho ain't playing, but I do somewhat understand Varane. What about Cavani? Cavani, I'm not really sure why he's not in training, but from what I can tell, he won't be playing against Leeds either. So Tony will be up top. Hello, Nico. Nico, why do you have a new profile picture? Why is it now brown? Brown one now. Yeah, that just about adds up, to be fair, because he's having to isolate until halfway through next week, isn't he? So Wednesday's about right. I'm worried about our bench now for next week's game. Why are you worried about it? Thank you, Nico. And as Nico has put, let's get predictions going. Right, so I'm going to go 2-0 United. Oh, for Nico, I've just realised it's Everton. It's Everton, Nico. Come on. I was thinking, to be fair, United, look, it might be. I was thinking that, but look, if the Nico with a blue picture comes in, then we'll get rid of it. But as has been put there, theoretically, one, I don't know why someone would still be using that fake account, and two, YouTube's bloody stupid, isn't it? Sometimes, so it could have just changed it. NG, I like that. Nico, you went 2-2. Nico, you're staying loyal. I like that. What's Everton's lineup? I'll get that up for you, mate. So Everton's lineup is Pickford, Coleman, Keane, Godfrey, Digne, Allen, Doucouré, Iwobi, James Rodriguez, Andros Townsend, and Damari Gray. So, right, Nico, I've got a question. I've got a few questions. First of all, what do you make of the Everton signing so far? United Live. Also, do you want to get your prediction in, mate, so we can get it jotted down? But yeah. So United Live. What do you make? Not United Live. Nico, what do you actually make of your transfers? Good signing in Gray. I mean, how much did you get Gray for? It wasn't much, was it, at all? Right. Guys, I can confirm officially for 100% this is the real Nico. There you go. I've sorted it. If it was ever in doubt, this is official. This is officially the Nico. The Red Devils. I'm gonna have to time you out, mate. I don't even know what you're spamming. Come on. Aston Villa has the best signing in the Premier League so far, hands down. I mean, they've had a great transfer window, haven't they? And look, it's. I mean, obviously, I made my video about the Jack Grealish transfer. Stream Leicester. What do you mean stream Leicester? Right, so the game's about to start. So, Aston Villa, I think they've had a great transfer window. Obviously, losing Jack Grealish is always going to be difficult. But they look like they're going to reinvest it. They got a lot of money for him. Leicester vs City. I could do that, to be fair. I didn't plan to. When is it? When is it? My Captain Jack Grealish coming back. What a guy, Jack Grealish. Not Jack Grealish, Ashley Young. So I think they've done some good signings. I don't think that's not the real Nico. Or has he changed? Has he changed it now? No, that's the fake Nico. I know. I bet that's United Live. United Live, the little scoundrel. Mate, whoever just made that account, like I said, United Live, I'm assuming it's you, trying to be funny. But I know the brown one is United is the real Nico. I've gone back on one of my old streams to see if when I know it was the actual Nico has commented to see if it's updated the profile picture, and it has. Mate, I've blocked you. I know it's not you. I have. It doesn't work when I've already officiated that I know the real Nico. Unless the fake Nico was using using this new account or whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Right, kickoff about to take place. What is it? Is it today? At 5:30. If it was tomorrow, I would have done it. I can't really do it later because I'm busy. I'm a busy bee, as they say. Right, so Everton do have kickoff. How come you can't watch the game, mate? I mean, like always, I'll be covering it here, so you don't have to watch it. So they do take the knee off. Of course, all players are now well, most teams are still taking the knee, aren't they, this year? George, I was watching it earlier. The problem with doing the Olympics is one. Obviously, one of the biggest problems. This is a football channel. All right, so kickoff has happened. So this is a football channel. It kind of says it in the name. I mean, if we look at that logo there, football. So instantly, me doing cycling doesn't really fit the brand of the channel. And second, it's on so early in the morning. It's like all the actual stuff. And third, it just takes forever. Here come Everton straight away. Iwobi, good defending by Lindelof. There's a corner for Everton. You're going 2-0 United. Alright, I'll get that written down, United Live, mate. We've all gone for 2 United. Apart from Nico. So these are they're the predictions. So Townsend's got a corner here for Everton. Ball comes in. Fucking hell, De Gea. De Gea's come out, flapped at it. He's got nowhere near it. Alright, Ethan, I'll get yours written down, mate, as well. I mean, I can't say I kept an eye on Wan-Bissaka too much there. But was it actually like a Wan-Bissaka mistake or something? Right, sure. He didn't mark him. Was Wan-Bissaka not the man on the back post? Because, I mean, you can say he's not marking the man, but at some point, I mean, obviously we do zone on anyway. You don't have to specifically mark your man all the time. It's marking the space and blocking the space. I mean, like I said, I didn't see it too much. Martial gives the ball away there. He's dropping deep, which isn't great, is it? We don't want him dropping deep all the time. I don't know. Don't know at all. Messi to United. It's not going to happen. Absolutely no chance in that happening. I would say there's more of a chance of Manchester United going Invincibles than Lionel Messi signing for Manchester United. Maguire, Harry, Luke Shaw, Dan James. Go on, Dan. Lindelof. Give it to Wan-Bissaka. Nice. Nice ball into Donny. Matic. Just nice knocking around the ball here. How are you going to watch Leeds vs United? It's on BT. Yeah, I can get BT. Having BT Sports isn't an issue. Shaw loses the ball. Dan James gives chase. Coleman goes down the line. Yeah, I can get BT. The problem is, well, regarding all the games, a lot of the games aren't on Sky or BT anymore, or when it's on Amazon. Dan James crosses blocked. It's out for a corner to United. Decent little start here by Manchester United, to be fair. Not too bad. I don't know how to watch Everton vs Southampton. I don't think that's on telly. That's what I mean. During COVID, all the games were on TV. Whether it's Everton vs Southampton or whatever. Yeah, it's a 3 o'clock game. So it's not on English TV. Ball comes in. Go on, Matic. Hits it. Well blocked. Ollie out. Mate, I mean, obviously you're entitled to your opinion, but for me, if I was Ollie out, going into this season, I would want to be positive. Obviously, Dan James is so poor. So, we're 5 minutes into a game. Look, obviously, I try and be as unbiased as possible, but I think I've shown that I would say I'm pretty unbiased. I think I've slated McTominay a lot. When I think he's played well, he's played well. If I think Dan James has played well, I say it. We're 5 minutes in. I'm not sure you can really start criticising any players really quite yet. But like I said, if I don't think Dan James plays well, I'll be happy to call him out. Will United win the Premier League this season? No. No matter who Manchester United has as a manager, we could have Jurgen Klopp. Man City have the best manager in the world, the best first team in the world, and the best second team in the world. Man City's second team with Pep would probably still be the best team in the Premier League. They are that strong. Plus, you don't win Premier League titles without a proper defensive midfielder. And if Matic is fit, Martial fouled there, not given. If Matic can't play every game, we don't have a defensive midfielder. And like I said, no Premier League team wins Premier League titles without having a defensive midfielder. It doesn't happen. Name the 4 best managers in the Premier League. So it's obviously Pep and Klopp, top 2. That's when it gets a bit harder. I like Rodgers, but I think he's a bit of a bottler. Yeah, I'll get that written down fortnight this week. Let me just quickly think about this question. I mean, Rafa Benitez, you'd have to say he's in there. He's in the debate. I like Graham Potter. No, I'm not going to say Ollie. I mean, like I said, I like Graham Potter. I like... Oh! Greenwood! Hey! Greenwood! That is horrific defending. That is probably the worst defending you're ever going to see. That is horrific defending. What is going on there? So it's a... Wobie won the header. Digne and Pickford just no talking. Pickford can't then grab hold of it, and Greenwood has the whole of the goal to aim at. Beautiful. Beautiful. Manchester United 1-0. Can we see your fantasy team? Where can I watch the match? The match is live on MUTV. Pickford. No, I would say what Pickford did was fine. The issue was there was no communication there. Well, from what obviously I don't have the sound on, but it seems like there was no communication between Digne and Pickford. That was the issue. If Digne doesn't head that, Pickford gets it. If Digne heads it and Pickford doesn't come out, then Pickford grabs it. It's the fact that Pickford came out and Digne headed it, made it ruined it, really. That was the issue there. Where is this? Graham Potter is Harry Potter. Pickford is the most overrated goalkeeper in the world. Look, I've said this for a while. I think Jordan Pickford for England or in tournaments is one of the best you can get. Because I think Jordan Pickford thrives and tournament, especially international tournament conditions. I think that's where he's best. League, I don't think he's a great league goalkeeper. Because I don't think you can rely on him consistently over 38 games. Over 6 games in World Cup or European circumstances, I think he's brilliant. I think I can't think of any time he's really let England down. It's just that sort of issue. RIP Harry Potter. Do you think we will keep De Gea as our first team goalkeeper? I don't know. I've said for a long time my first team goalkeeper would be David De Gea. But I think whatever happens, one of them needs to be sold this summer. And I think it makes more sense to sell Henderson. Bruno, why is he shooting? Go on, Martial! Oh, Marshall! Has he tried to put it back across? Pickford's not having a great game. I agree. I've said I'm a huge Anthony Martial fan. So Bruno shot. So what does Martial try to do? Does he miss the ball? Does Pickford save it? I'm not sure. That's poor from Pickford. I think he just tries to get it round him. Pickford's right in front of him, so it's not. Look, it looks easier than it should be, but he probably should do better there. Yeah, so I mean, going back to the goalkeeper situation, it's one of those things where, regardless of whether you think De Gea or Henderson is better, I think De Gea is. But one of the goalkeepers need to be sold. The simple fact is, at the moment, we've got 4 goalkeepers. We've got Lee Grant, we've got Henderson, we've got De Gea, and we've got Tom Heaton. For one, far too many goalkeepers. You want 3 at very max. You want either Henderson or De Gea as your number 1. You want Heaton as your number 2. And you want Grant as your number 3. Right now, we've got Henderson as our second. De Gea as our first. Then we've got Heaton as our third. And Grant as our fourth. It's too many. Second, that's money. Both are on a big contracts. De Gea's on more. So you're wasting money on a wage. And Obviously, you can make a transfer fee that can go towards a defensive midfielder. For me, like I said, I think De Gea is better. So I would have David De Gea. But you might get to the stage where it's whatever you think. There's clearly not too much between the two. So at what point do you go, well, we need to offload one. The only one we can sell is De Gea. He's Henderson, sorry. Well, let's just sell Henderson. And maybe you put a buyback fee in his contract or his deal saying, or a first refusal like we did for Depay saying, look, if you do look to sell him, we want to be able to be the first ones to say, no, we want him back. That is how I see it. This fan base is so annoying. If you rate Bruno and you can't rate... I agree. I completely agree. And, I mean, I've said exactly that so many times. I mean, look, I'm a big Bruno fan. I'm a big Pogba fan. I'm a big... I like the majority of our players. But it doesn't mean they're void of criticism. If I criticise Bruno, doesn't all of a sudden mean I think Bruno Fernandes is awful and I think he should be sold the next transfer window. Of course it's not. No player is void of criticism, and I feel like we're in a generation of football fans that don't really watch the games or whatever. Looks at, I don't know, FOTMob, looks at all the stats and looks, bloody hell, Bruno Fernandes scored 2 goals today. Must be man of the match. That means he must be better than Bruno, he must be better than Pogba, meaning Pogba's awful. No. Realistically, Bruno plays better with Pogba. Pogba plays better with Bruno because they're both world-class players. I'm not sure that was a mistake by Dan James. It was good defending. Yeah, I can do my fantasy at half-time, mate, if you remind me. Maguire! Harry Maguire! Header from a corner. Come on, Harry. Two 2-0 Man United, boys. Is that a Luke Shaw corner as well? Oh, it is. And Harry, that is an absolute rocket. It's an absolutely unbelievable header, that. That is unbelievable. I tell you what, that new coach, is it Eric Ramsey? He knows what he's doing, clearly. It's a fucking brilliant header. It's a fucking brilliant header. Sorry if I shouted down my mic. That is an absolute world-class header. And look, if we can have some more of that this season, that would be brilliant, Harry. Because look, what we've said so many times on this channel, Harry Maguire wins loads of headers. He always wins headers. But he just never directs them on target. Boom. We might have that. We might have him finally be able to do it. Matic does well. Dan James, nice ball into Bruno. Bruno gives it away. Damari Gray. Out to Iwobi. Nice overlap by Digne, but Iwobi goes inside. Now he cuts back out and goes into Digne. Digne into Iwobi. Does really well. Iwobi puts it into Damari Gray. Maguire does well to see him outside the box, but Gray has it still. James. Digne's there. He goes back into Digne. Digne puts the cross in. Maguire heads it. Not really clear. Falls to Coleman, who puts the ball back into the box. Iwobi wide. Right, let me catch up on the chat. Do you think any more signs are going to be made? I would love a defensive midfielder. I think we probably will. I think the club really wants Kieran Trippier. I don't think we need Trippier, to be honest. I think we've got Dallo, we've got Williams, who can play as a right back, and who I think is more of a right back than a left back. I don't think you need a Trippier, but I think we might get him. Here is Dan James. Dan goes for goal. Shot blocked. I can't reach my light. Has that even made a difference at all? A little bit. Still, what I would say, I feel like you are being a bit harsh. I feel like if that's Maguire, go on, header. Right at Pickford, but another header won. What I would say, if that's Bruno who does the exact same thing, I don't think we're complaining. I think it is just one of those things where we don't like Dan James or whatever. So everything he does that doesn't come off, we complain about. Realistically, I think we see Rashford do that 4 or 5 times a game. Look, if he does it 8 more times this game, then yes, I would. Then at that point, I'd be like, what the fuck is he doing? But I don't think once a game isn't too bad. Go on, Martial. Nice ball out to Greenwood. Bruno. Oh, look for Martial, Bruno. What is that? Well, I feel like Dan James is good. I assume you mean isn't good enough. No, I agree. Whether Dan James is technically a good enough footballer, I'm not sure. I have my reservations as well. Bruno, just greedy Bruno. I'm just saying. While we might not think he's good enough or whatever, let's be fair on him. But I would agree. I think Alanga has looked brilliant this pre-season. I think Amad Diallo. I mean, I've praised him so much. I think he's absolutely brilliant, Amad Diallo. I just think you got to be fair. And if, like I said, if that is Alanga there shooting, I'm not sure we're saying, oh, that's awful. If it's Rashford, I know majority of Man United fans aren't saying that's awful. But yeah, I agree. I have my reservations over whether Dan James technically is a good enough player. I think he is an asset. I think I would like to have someone like a Dan James at the club who will just put effort in, sort of thing. Like we used to see back in the day with a Jason Park. Obviously, Jason Park had ability, and while they're not exactly the same sort of player, but Dan James reminds me of someone who you put him in a team, let's say against Manchester City, and while technically he might not be great, what he does is he pushes the fullback back. You know he's going to give you 120% up and down that pitch. Plus, I do think at times you do see a bit of quality from Dan James. What I would say is, and look, this goes towards your opinion of Ollie out. With a better manager, you'd see a better Dan James. Because I think for Wales, I think Dan James looks a lot better than he usually does for Man United. Obviously, I'm not saying is it something Page is a better manager than Ollie? What I'm saying is, clearly he has some ability somewhere. And maybe we're not getting the best out of him. I'd love to see it. I will be in Lisbon tomorrow and visiting the Sporting Lisbon Stadium where Ronaldo made and Bruno got big. Don't forget about Nani. Don't disrespect Nani. Van der Beek. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Nice ball into Greenwood. Michael Keane just intercepts. Here is Damari Gray. Runs past Matic. Gray. Lovely ball looking for Doucouré. Lindelof, good defending. Lindelof looks for Dan James. Nice step over, but it goes out for a throw. That's poor from James, that. We got Bruno Fernandes, Rashford will win every game. Also, James down the wing. You got pace. We got Harry Maguire with Aaron Wan-Bissaka with the ways this took forever. All right, I'll get that written down for you. Right, so Fortnite Suite. Did I write yours down? No, I didn't. Uh, Go on, Tony. Well in, Tony. Unlucky out for a throw-in. So what I would, I mean, I'll be interested to hear your opinions on the game so far. But I mean, it goes back to what I was saying a lot of last season, and what I've said throughout our friendlies. Matic, he shows how important a defensive midfielder is. Matic has been fantastic so far today, and like, why was he not used last season more? And he must be used this season. He's fantastic. He's running this game really for Manchester United. And the difference that a Matic on his own next to a Van der Beek makes compared to a McFred, it's light and day. I can't, Ethan. If I could, I would. But I can't. Shaw puts the ball in, well headed away by Gray. Bruno looks to flick it towards the box. Lindelof tries to be Andreas Pereira, but can't. Yeah, if you want to watch the game, MUTV, it's like £8. It was £8 for a month subscription. I got it right before pre-season, so I've spent £8 to watch all the friendly, which I think was pretty good value. I mean, it's a bit of a rip-off now paying £8 for just to watch one game, but it's there if you want it. Ban Ethan because he's another Ben. What? I can't remember. Is the Ben the one from last time? No, I don't mind people asking to show the game. Asking to show the game is fine. It's when people then start getting abusive, that's when it's crossed the line. If it's who I remember, like some people don't know you're not allowed to show the game. Ask him, oh, can you show the game? I don't mind. Like, some people get that you can't. Some people get that you can't. It's not that deal. It's like I said, when people start getting abusive and start like calling people names or whatever, that's when the ban hammer comes out. Or from Van der Beek there. Damari Gray. James puts the ball across. Matic, fantastic. And Harry Maguire picks it up and looks to clear it. Digne can't keep it in. Matic and Maguire, brilliant there. I tell you what. I tell you what. I'm looking forward to Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane. I'm really looking forward to Raphael Varane and Harry Maguire. Nice play there by Bruno. Van der Beek into Martial. Good tackle by Digne, but United keep it. We lose the ball here. Martial will just pick it up. Drops it into Van der Beek. Matic, nice. Greenwood. Get that out to Luke Shaw. Nice play. Luke Shaw bringing it forward into Dan James. Dan puts the ball into the box. It was a good cross. Well defended. United are 2-0 up. You're right. Varane is going to my fantasy team. I don't know. Depends how much he is. But he might be a decent shout. The only problem... Fucking hell, Luke. Luke Shaw's just... What the fuck was that? Oh, we got to retake it. It's fine. The problem with Varane... He might score a lot of headers. But I imagine he's going to be the same sort of price as a Wan-Bissaka or Shaw and Maguire. So, clean sheets, you might as well get a fullback because of that. And we've got Maguire winning headers. I'm not sure how many goals Varane will score from corners. I'm not sure how good he is at scoring corners. And that's just my ignorance to Varane goal scoring. Maguire and Varane. That it must be one of the best fantasy team, best centre back partnerships. Sancho's in my fantasy team. I don't have Sancho. I would also, it might be worth taking Sancho out. He's not playing first game. Like I said, I'll show you my fantasy team at half time. Right, we have a free kick here, edge of the box. Bruno is standing over it. Luckily, Dan James has not taken it. Go on, Bruno. Bruno. He came from Sporting like Cristiano. He goes left, he goes right. He makes defenders look shite. He's our Portuguese Magnifico. Come on, Bruno. Bruno. Come on, Bruno. Over the... Whoa! 3-0 Manchester United. What a goal. Bruno Fernandes. Let's see this again. Yeah, Leeds beware. What a free kick. What a free kick. Bloody hell. What have we just seen from Bruno Fernandes? What a free kick. Boys. We're winning the league. We're winning the league. This has absolutely been fantastic. We've been fantastic today. Yeah, Nico. I'm sorry that we're doing this to you. What a... Fuck me. Nice play here by Everton. Or Wan-Bissaka will just pick it up. Give it David. 6-0 incoming. I mean, just look. But she'll tell you what will be the most Manchester United thing ever. We'll do this, and then against Leeds, we'll be back to our normal selves. Nico's crying. No, Nico, don't cry. Oh, Nico, don't cry. Matic. Van der Beek. Get it out wide. Lovely from Donny. Out to Luke Shaw. Martial. Picks it up. Nice play into Dan James. Dan James cuts out well. Finds Bruno. Go back into Martial. Nice play there by Bruno. Here's Martial. 1v1 with Townsend. Martial goes back to Bruno. Looks for the ball to Dan James. Well defended by Everton. Where do you think Man United will finish this season? Wow. Oh no, I haven't done my Premier League prediction. That's coming out next week. I think we'll probably come second or third. Well, I've done my predictions and I've predicted us to come third. But at this rate, we could come second. Could win the league. Maguire, lovely ball to Matic. Fucking love Bruno. This fan base don't deserve him. I agree. And like I said, it's weird, this fan base or football fans in general, where you can't love two players. It's either you love Bruno and you hate Pogba or vice versa. It seems to be. Wan-Bissaka, good defending by Digne. Greenwood, can he get hold of the ball? Good defending by James Rodriguez. What channel is the match on? The match is on MUTV. You have to pay for it, unfortunately. I agree. Ollie's turned into a cheap... He's a B-Tech Sir Alex. We are finally playing quick passing football. I agree. And look. It's why. Nemanja Matic and Van der Beek. Mainly Matic, but we have a defensive midfielder that can play on his own, so we don't need two players doing one man's job. Honestly, there's not a coincidence that after lockdown last year when Matic played every game, we were brilliant. And every game we said we're playing at our best, Matic is playing. I keep saying it, and look, I mean, Ollie Outers will say it's people making an excuse for the DM. But it's not a team that wants to compete for Premier League titles needs to have a defensive midfielder. Football, you don't work without a proper DM because they set the tempo for teams. And Matic is our only one. Has only won a trophy. Exactly. So, without a proper DM, we're not going to win Premier League titles because I mean, again, it goes back to the modern football fan that I was saying earlier that don't watch the games or don't play the game, but instead just looks at the stats on their phone. They don't realise how important a defensive midfielder is. You need to play a defensive midfielder. You need one. No Premier League team wins a Premier League title without a good defensive midfielder. It just doesn't happen. You need a defensive midfielder. They set the tempo. They allow your attacking players to attack and play and express themselves. They're just as important as a striker. Only made a difference as soon as he came. I have to say, look, obviously I've made a video about when Ollie got his new contract. I think a lot of the issues that are targeted at Solskjaer has been the case for a host of all of our other managers. Things like, I mean, the play style not being good enough. That was the case with Van Gaal and Mourinho, and obviously Moyes was just terrible. Obviously the trophies thing, obviously that is not good enough, and I think that's the only legitimate stick to beat Ollie with. We was in an absolute mess before he came in, and slowly but surely he is trying to sort that. Doucouré, Townsend, good defending by Luke Shaw there on a good overlap by Coleman. Our DM are too easy to get past, and the defence last season was crap. The reason the defence was crap is because we were constantly we had two donkeys in front of them. Bruno. I mean, this is the same defence as last season. The exact same. Right, Damari Gray with a corner here for Everton. Ball comes in. Bruno, nice header away. Townsend. Gray. Nice ball into Digne there. Nice ball into the back post. Header over the bar by Ben Godfrey. If Lindelof gets picked over, then I'll give up. Against Leeds, he will. Lindelof will play against Leeds. Poor from Luke Shaw there. Yeah, against Leeds, Lindelof will play because both. I mean, Ollie has already said Varane won't be ready. I mean, we said earlier we think he's going to get announced on Wednesday because obviously he has to quarantine. So if we're playing on the Saturday and he officially joins on this Wednesday, that's Thursday. That's Thursday, Friday. 2 days of training, 3 if you include Wednesday. If you get it done early enough. I don't think you can throw a player in after two games. I mean, We're looking dangerous, aren't we? I mean, look, I've been very encouraged by this start. Very encouraged. Michael Keane. Out to Coleman. Nice knocker. Everton's just knocking the ball around, trying to get a bit of the ball now. Digne goes down the line. Lindelof just lets it run back to De Gea. He just rolls it into Matic. And that's what we were meaning. How many times, I can't remember, probably one occasion this season where we've just seen De Gea roll it out to McTominay or roll it out to Fred. And then they just bring it out. It's always to Maguire, to then Lindelof, who then gives it back to Maguire and then he walks it out. I mean, how many? I remember doing it so often last season on this graphic, doing this. Boom, 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 boom. The difference of defense, and look, I get bored of saying it. The difference a defensive midfielder can make to a team is so massive. Here is Matic. Ball from Matic there. Curse of the commentator, I guess. We win it back. Martial can't get hold of it. Good pressing by Dan James. Nice play from Dan James. They just get away with it though, and Godfrey now goes long. Ollie says Sancho and Varane will be in the... Exactly, yeah. I don't... Look, I get the Varane deal. I don't get the Sancho deal. I really don't. He got knocked out at the exact same time as Luke Shaw, as Maguire, and they're all playing him. He's not. I don't get that. Go on, Marcia. Give chase. Ducouré, Allen, Digne, Ducouré, Allen. Allen looks for the crossfield ball. Awful ball. It's out for a goal kick for Manchester United. Look, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. Of course, we will be doing a match reaction after the stream. The link to that is in the description down below. Obviously, you don't have to press it yet. Dennis Law there in the crowd. He's thinking, Solskjaer's tricky Reds at it again. Lindelof. Giving to Matic. Nice. Now into Maguire. Lovely play. You're watching from South Africa. What time is it in South Africa? I'm always interested in stuff like this. Well, I'm quickly going to go open my window because I'm boiling here. But yeah, what time is it in South Africa? It's something I'm always interested in. Obviously, NG from Malaysia. Oh, so you're not that far. What? You're about, an hour in front of us? Yeah, you're an hour in front of us. Well, in front of the UK. Go on, Dan. Bruno. Not great. Iwobi. Iwobi does well. Good defending in the end by Bruno. Getting back to support. What's his name? Wan-Bissaka. And Bruno. See, that's the annoying thing about Bruno. Bruno's had a really good game, but stuff like that, it's just so poor and giving him the ball away. Matic there, fuck him out. Matic is so good. Matic is, oh my god. Oh. Bloody hell. How did we not use Matic all throughout? You got COVID, right? I hope you get well soon, mate. Have you got symptoms or whatever, or are you asymptomatic? I've had COVID. It didn't really affect me too much, to be honest. I was alright. Ben Godfrey. Poor touch by Townsend. Doucouré. James. Digne. Puts the ball into the box. Good defending. In this country, the cases are rising here. I'm not sure what's going on in the UK, to be honest. I mean, obviously, we've got rid of, is it all social distancing restrictions or like COVID restrictions? Or if not, most of them. So, in the UK, it's not terrible. Going to United again. Who's going to start in net for United? Well, first game of the season, no matter who you think it will be number one for the season, it will be De Gea. Henderson hasn't played a game in pre-season yet. Obviously won't because he's not even on the bench today. And he's recovering from COVID. I can do that, mate. Don't worry about it. I can sort that for us. Right, I'll sort that now. Right, what shall we call the league? What do you want me to call the league? Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Van der Beek. What are we calling the league? Greenwood. Maguire. Nice ball out to Luke Shaw. Martial. Look, there's the intelligence. And look, I've said it before, but there I think highlights the problem with Bruno and why Martial then gets slated so much. Realistically, you see Bruno is where Martial wants to be, realistically. But because Bruno's there, Martial is then dropping deep to get the ball where you want to see Bruno getting the ball. So it's kind of, at times, their roles are swapping over. Got to go see you in your next stream. All right, in a bit, Fortnite, sweet mate. Have a nice. Match is man of the match first. If I agree, NG. But Bruno and Sancho. No. Do you have Lingard in your fantasy? Like I said, I'll show you my fantasy at half time. Right. Right, so that's half time. Stop watch. There we go. I like that. United live. There we go. See, mate. Man United will play badly second half. Look, I don't mind if we slow down a little bit in the second half. To be honest, realistically, what was I going to say? Realistically, I don't want to see us playing maximum tempo in the second half, really. Obviously, I want to see us playing well still, but I don't want us to be like, I want us to be fully fit and fully ready for Leeds. So you naturally do take a step down at points. Although at the same time, I do kind of want to just see us go for it and get 4 or 5. Right, I'm just creating it now. Emphasis. Hold on. That's what we want. Here we go. Right, there we go. So, put that in there. If you guys should be able to see that link. If you press on that link, you should be able to join the chat. Join the fantasy league. If I also go to this. There you go. So, well, it shouldn't be. So is it not working then? It's working for me. If it, I'd say try it again. If it's not working, maybe leave it a little bit and then try it. But it should work. If not, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. There you go. Also, if you refresh the stream and you go into the description, you will see a link to it in there. That'll be at the bottom of the description. Under, is it not working? You might have to leave it because obviously I've only just created it. Right, so if I go into this screen. If obviously, so this is my team. Right, I'm not sure best way to show it really. But yeah, so that's my team. So I've got Mendy in goal. I've got Wan-Bissaka. I've got Trent. I've got Stones. I've got Bruno, Salah, Smith Rowe, Buendia, Chris Wood, Anthony Martial, Ivan Toney, Ben Foster, Connor Cody, Allen, and Ayling. So right. So is it not working? I mean, I've done all I can. So if it's not working, I don't know. Maybe try it a bit later. Have you got in now? We got two in. We got Ethan. Ethan's in. Well in. I can't. You can only check it after the first game. I've joined by other stupid team name. Team name that isn't funny. Alright, it's not updated for me yet. I don't know. I've called my name. I don't know why. It's not too bad. My team name is not you. You guys can't even see that. I'll get rid of that. There you go. Now you can see it. Not you. That's my team name. Get it? Because it's a funny joke that when I'm top of the table, you'll be like, "Oh, who's top of the table?" And you'll be like, "Haha, not you." I'm so funny. Banter, banter. I think I joined anyway. I call mine Midas Fortnite. Midas Fortnite. I don't know if that's one of them like funny names or it's that I'm just not very good at reading. We got David Saviours, Matthew McGeady. Welcome, Matthew. I'm looking forward to seeing how we get on. I think it'll be quite fun. Like I said, as Varane posted on Instagram, then I'll give it a little check. I don't follow Varane. He's watching United. My guy. Is it? I don't. What's the difference? What's the difference between a head-to-head and classic? A classic league's better anyway, I'm sure. Howdy, Charlie. Charlie, are you doing fantasy football this year? Because we've just created a fantasy league. If you want to join it, that's the day, innit? If it's the day, no, unfortunately not. I hadn't really even thought about it. No, I won't be doing it. No chance. I've got stuff to be doing, to be honest. Like I might have it on in the background, but like I'd actually be having to do stuff, so I can't sit down and religiously watch it for a watch along. Unfortunately, I do plan to do a watch along for Arsenal versus Brentford, which is the opening game of the Premier League. Though, sure, I'll join and watch Ivan get top goal scorer. You play Fortnite? I don't. I've never liked Fortnite, and Charlie can confess to that. Or DJ Salty, he knows I've always hated Fortnite. I've never liked it. I've never been good at it, and I've never cared to be good at it because I don't like it. I do play FIFA. I do play FIFA. Right. Will I have enough time to quickly run and get myself a drink? What do you mean you're not in my league? In Fortnite's peak, we used to try and bully him to play. He'd probably be playing foot though. Exactly. Right. So quickly, I'm going to run and quickly fill my glass up. I will be right back for the second half. Don't go anywhere. Turns out I was back in time. So, I mean, should we actually talk about the game? I feel like that might be worth doing. What have we made of the game? I have been very impressed. Very, very impressed. Look, if we play like that against Leeds, we'll beat them. Simple as that. Can I find what I'm looking for? Found what I've been looking for. There we go. And what I'm looking for. Yeah. I just look, yeah, like I say, if we play like that against Leeds on next Saturday, we'll beat them. Simple as that. If we play like that again, well, throughout the season, we'll win majority of our games because at times, we look untouchable, and we have players to come in still. We still have Sancho to come in. We still have Varane to come in. We've got a top team. Old school FIFA banger. It is. If you don't know that banger, Pogba's coming on. Everybody. Paul Pogba is coming on. Come on, Paul. Who do you reckon Pogba's coming on for? Would it be for Donny or would it be for Dan Jambo? Would it be for Jambo or would it be for Van der Beek? Fred's on. So what it will be, if I move that ball there, it'll be Pogba. It'll be Pogba and Fred, won't it? It'll be that. That's what I imagine we'll see in the second half. I think Ollie realises they are his two partnerships. Let's see how they get on. Matter's on. Juan Matter's on. What is that for Bruno? Does that matter there? So Maguire's still on. We know Maguire's still here. Come on. Big second half to come. Bruno's still on. So Bruno is still on. So Bruno's on. So Asmir Begovic is coming on. Right. Has Man United tweeted? Greenwood's still on. So, I reckon it will be Mata there. And it'll be Bruno there. Where's Martial? Fabian Delph's on. So has he taken off? Am I missing? Am I missing something? James is still on. So it's Greenwood up top. It's Mata. And it's James. And then Bruno's still in 10. Oh, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. Look, controversial. I don't think not Messi. I've just read Messi in the chat. That Greenwood has been very good at striker pre-season. I don't. Matter foul. Do your Premier League app. You should have sub off Bruno and save for the next week. The only problem is Bruno is just getting match fitness into his legs as well, isn't it? Though this is Bruno's first pre-season game. So it's kind of the best chance to get match fitness into him. Messi going to PSG. I agree. I think he is. There we go. So the match timer is synced up. Look, what I would say about Martial, I think he probably subbed off to reserve him because he has to play, really. Plus, it's his first game back. And obviously coming back from an injury. Here comes Dan James. Nice ball into Luke Shaw. Dan James gets fouled, but Shaw keeps it on. Fred loses the ball. So Juan, show us what you're about, my guy. Fred. Shaw. Lindelof. Pogba's just picking it up. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Pardon me, sorry. Fred. Pogba. Lovely ball. Looking for Dan James. He takes it down well. He's absolutely taken one there by Seamus Coleman. Coleman will go into the book. Yellow card. Jesus. He's absolutely taken one there, Dan James. Really smart play there by Dan James. Curved his run to keep himself onside. Did well there, Dan James. Oh, you got to give it to Dan. Right, so it is a free kick to United. I'm not quite sure Bruno can shoot from this one. Right, Bruno and Shaw standing over it. Obviously, new goalkeeper in goal. New goalkeeper to beat. Best commentary ever, thank you. Right. Bruno and Shaw standing over it. Luke Shaw will take it. Ball comes in. Maguire. Oh, good defending. Fred on the heads it into Mata. Mata to Bruno. Bruno wasteful, but he picks it back up. Bruno hits it! Just wide. Just wide. My team is James Redburn. You know if you know it. I feel like I remember. Did someone say? Oh, was it like someone said? Well, called James Rodriguez or something like that. James Redmond. It's something like that. I remember it, but I can't pinpoint exactly what it was. But I respect the fact you remembered it. Long ball. Maguire, good header. Pogba takes it down. Mata. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Delph. Lucas Digne. Digne. Godfrey. Fabian Delph. Oh! Oh, I love that guy. I love that guy. I don't do if buts and maybes, I do absolutes. No. If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle, but she doesn't, so she's not. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's my Scouse accent for you. I know. I should be an impressionist, because I am sick at them. Godfrey. Fabian Delph. Digne. Keane. And look, you can see their difference. I think we've come out. Look, we might be better. We might be better this half, but so far we've looked poor. I can't do it. Want some chicken, lad? Want some chicken, lad? There we go. Want some chicken, lad? Sardine Coke. Want some chicken, lad? That's the best I can do. Want some chicken, lad? Ollie will sell Lindelof and use Bailly. I don't think he will. Hold on. Let me try and sort the lighting out. Sure. Can we just deal with it, please? Right, De Gea. Well played. Right, let me sort out the lighting. No. Not what. That's better. There we go. You want some chicken, lads? I'll turn that light up. Is my webcam now lagging? It is. That is a pain in the arse. Bruno gives poor ball, but Wan-Bissaka picks it up into Juan Mata. Mata. Harry Maguire. Sure. Puts the ball into the box. Well defended. Here comes Everton. Fred good does well. Massa plays in Dan James' poor first touch. And Pickford is out well to collect. Right. Why is my webcam now being so rubbish? That. Right. So that gets rid of the lag, I think. If it's a bit iffy, isn't it? That's now too bright. Is that better? Oh, that's alright. That's alright. I've got an issue because I've got a window right there, just off camera, that is huge. And it lets in so much light and sun. So, I have an issue where I'm always too overexposed on this side. Or if I close my curtains, as I just did, I'm too dark. Like, realistically, if I can move my setup so it's facing the window, we wouldn't have so much of a problem. But especially here, I'm just facing, when I'm facing the screen, I've just got a massive light coming here and like nothing here. Hashtag get me back to my normal setup. Go on, Dan. What's Dan doing there? He's won a free kick there, Dan James. It's never a free kick. Dan James has jumped into Coleman there and won a free kick. Elanga, I agree. I think Elanga was probably my standout player from pre-season. Apart from probably Matic. I thought he was incredible this pre-season, Elanga. I've been really impressed with him. I think he needs a loan. And I think maybe do you give him to a derby? Maybe help out Wayne? I would say maybe. Alongside like a Mengi. Just give him a load of Man United players. Because then, obviously, they're all used to playing with each other. Greenwood. Bruno. Mata. Bruno. Greenwood. Fred. Maguire. Luke Shaw. Poor from Shaw. Poor first touch. And he takes out whoever that is. Trying to cross it in. Townsend. Second half been better from Everton. I think we've dropped off in the second half. There's no doubt about that. And that is because we've lost a proper defensive midfielder in Matic. And instead, we've now got Mr. Fred. Dallow's coming on. Diogo. And Axel. Axel Twanzebe and Diogo Dallow's coming on, ladies and gentlemen. Maguire wins the header. Good pressing by Mata. Keane to Digne. Down the line. Digne. Puts the ball into the box. Sight behind Maguire. Off the crossbar by Townsend. I don't know if De Gea saved it. Go Zebe audition for Villa. Do you think you'll get him on loan? Look, if we could sign Leon Goretzka, brilliant. Does De Gea save that? I don't think he does. Yeah, Leon Goretzka would be absolutely brilliant for our midfield. But I don't think you'll get him. No. And look, that's the problem with Townsend. Realistically, he should be hitting the target. He doesn't. He puts too much on it. But we know Townsend can score screamers. Ben Godfrey and Bruno, they're battling for the ball. I mean, Villa football. I want your opinion on the whole Grealish stuff. Obviously, Andreas Pereira's coming on. Andreas is coming on it. Everybody, Andreas Pereira's coming on. So is Brandon Williams. So, what I think that will mean, I've just absolutely fucked all that up. So I think we'll see Dallo, Williams, Twanzebe, Andreas. Well, I mean, here it comes. But it's Lindelof off, actually. So get put Maguire back on. James is staying on. Twanzebe. Andreas is off for Bruno. Where's Pereira? There he is. So is that what we're doing? Yes. That's the team we're now playing. So Williams is at left back, yes. I think we can manage without Grealish and we can get more signings, but will be missing. Yes, I completely agree. And look, that's kind of what I said in my video when I was speaking about the whole transfer. I think you'll be a much better team with £100 million, and the upgrades and the signs you can get with him than you can with a Jack Grealish. Because I mean, was he your chairman, or I don't know who he was. You did have an over reliance on Grealish. Now that over reliance isn't there. You've spread that reliance on a player out over 3 or 4 players. So overall, I think you'll be a better team. Plus 100 million, obviously you can put that into a lot of good players and squad depth. Iwobi hits it wide. City once came. Do you think it will happen? I think if Man City wants to make a deal happen, they'll make it happen. That's how I see it. If Man City want to get a transfer done, they'll get it done. Man City will always find the sponsorship money, won't they? They'll always have find the sponsorship money if they need it. Mata, Brendan Williams, Fred, Pogba. 4 from Pogba and Greenwood. Pogba hasn't looked great so far today, to be honest. Against Leeds, I would be starting the same team that started today. They can. And why they can, because when it goes to court or whatever, what they'll do, they'll go, oh, FFP or CAS or whoever, you want some sponsorship money? Everton just missed a sitter. Ball was fired across goal, looking for Gray, and Gray just misses it. Yeah, I mean, Man City can do what they want. Plus, to be fair to them, they are selling. They are selling some players. They've sold a few academy players. It looks like Bernardo Silva might be leaving. Dan James pressing. Begovic. Digne. Goes down the line. Twanzebe, Dallo. Back into Twanzebe. Yeah, man. Realistically, especially with COVID and the Super League and all that shit, I think FFP is kind of out the window, isn't it? Mata. Lingard will start against it. He can't. He's got COVID. Even if he didn't have COVID, I don't think he would. John Mace. 4 from Greenwood. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Greenwood's had that good of a pre-season. I don't. I haven't been too impressed with him. I would say I wouldn't start him against Leeds, but we're not going to play. We're not starting Dan James over Greenwood, are we? Ponzebi does well, gives it to De Gea. Lovely ball into Fred. Nice ball into Mata. Out to Williams. Fred. Nice play. Andreas. Oh, the pre-season Perlo. Oh, what a player. Pogba. Paul. Rubbish from Pogba. Go on, Dally. Get that. Win that ball. Well in, Diego. And look, I think this is a big game for Diego Dallo. He needs to prove himself today. I think he's had a fairly good pre-season when he's played. I think at the Euros he was alright. Decent cross there by Dallo. To be honest, look, if Dallo can show that he's good enough to be backup for Wan-Bissaka, then maybe we'll stop our obsession of getting Kieran Trippier, because we don't need him. I stand by that. Here comes Ben Godfrey from Everton. He glides past Diogo Dalot, who finds is it Gordon on the left hand side? He goes for goal straight at David De Gea. He should have put Elanga in with Greenwood and Dan James. I don't think Elanga's on the bench, mate, to be honest. No, he's not. Is Elanga injured or something? I feel like I read somewhere Elanga might be injured. Begovic. Look, I think if this game shows anything, it's Matic has to start. And I think you go with Donny. Look, I'm happy with... I mean, the ball comes in here. De Gea punches. Doesn't really defend it well. Dalot sorts it out. What is De Gea doing there? I don't know if it's Twanzebe not communicating. But what I would do... You can't do this, MUTV. MUTV's buffering. What are you doing? Is the stream gone down as well? It's just MUTV's buffering. Right, let me double check this. Right, so my internet hasn't gone down. Brilliant. So anyway, my team against Leeds would be this. I'll obviously change it back. Van der Beek. Bruno. Pogba. Greenwood, and that would be my starting 11 against Leeds. Sneak peek. Is it just me who's buffering? Right, I'm restarting it. There we go. McTominay's on. McTominay playing centre back. Can't be bothered. Right, so let me sort the timer out quickly. Right, so there we go. So the timer's sorted back out. We're all here. Go on, Mason. Go on, Greenwood. Cuts it. Oh, Greenwood. Come on, that's poor. Dalot wide. You think we're going to sign anyone else? Apart from Trippier, no. James Garner's on. So what is the team looking like now? Right. So, putting this back to how it should be. So, it's Dalot. I think Pogba's actually... Pogba is on the left. So, it's... Twanzebe. And it's McTominay. It's Williams. It's then... Fred... and Garner. It's then Mata and Greenwood. So that's how we're now playing. And has De Gea come off? Is De Gea still on? Andres Pereira. Fred. Oh, what a ball looking from Fred, looking for Dallo. But we can't. Nothing really happens from it. But yeah, I reckon we'll probably end up signing Trippier, although I don't think we need him. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll actually sign the defensive midfielder we actually need. Because we're stupid like that. That's Manchester United for you, isn't it? Why are we seeing floodlights? Is it just to show that it's raining? Begovic, goal kick. McTominay wins the header. Digne clears it upfield. Bloody hell. MUTV are only just showing the changes from half time. Brandon Williams pushes it forward, but then cuts back in. That's the problem. Why Brandon Williams will never be a left back. There, he wants to go forward, but has to cut in because he has no left foot. Here's Dallo. Lovely ball to Greenwood. Ball from Greenwood. Can he keep it on? Just about. And he finds Dallo, to be fair. Nice play from Dallo to Mata. Finds James Garner. Takes somebody out because of his miscontrol. Because he miscontrols it. Poor from him. McFred went from vertical to horizontal. That is smart, to be fair. That's clever. All right. I respect that, mate. But yeah, I mean... Begovic. Look, I mean, I said it at half time that I kind of don't want us to see us play exactly at the same tempo as the first half because I wanted us to maybe reserve a little bit of energy for the Leeds game. I take that back now. This second half has been an absolute bore fest. James Garner, Fred, McTominay, Scott McTominay, Dallo. Good play by Diego Dallo. Does well. Andreas. Wow. Surely. There we go. Free kick. If Andreas Pereira takes this, watch him hit the wall. Watch him hit the wall. Oh no, Juan Mata will be on it, surely. Look, that's how bored I am. I'm just throwing my AirPods case up. Catching it every time because I'm really clever like that. So Pogba, Andreas Pereira and Mata standing over it. Andreas is walking away, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Andreas Pereira's walked away from it. Pogba and Mata standing over it. I think this is Mata. This is Pogba range. I think it's too far away from Mata. I think it's Pogs. It's Poggers. Poggers. Oh, this is... What the fuck are you doing, ref? Yeah, bitch. Go on, Poggers. Pull Poggers Pogba. You dare pass it to Mata there. Go on, Paul. Oh, it's poor. It's poor from Poggers. That, not Poggers. Poor free kick. Sorry about the chair, guys. You're the ref, are you? I don't know who's the ref. Is it? I God knows actually. Where does it say? Does it say in stats? News maybe. It is Martin Atkinson, I believe. I think it's Atkinson. Andre, go on. Pre-season Perlo given chase. Well in, Diego. I have to say, I think Dallo's impressed. Well, I'm muted. I shouldn't be muted. I don't know if I am. I don't know why. I shouldn't be. It says I can. I'm talking. I think you might be debating me here. To be honest. Hold on. You were debating me. I can. You can hear me. If you can't, that's the problem on your end. So Ben Godfrey comes off. Yarrow Mina, John Joe Kenny, and some other geezer coming on. Yeah, I checked. I'm all right. Right. Damari Gray's now coming off. So where is Calvert-Lewin? Is Calvert-Lewin injured? My two suggestions: make sure you've got the volume. Well, you can't hear me. Fucking hell. Right, let me type it out. I was about to speak, tell him to refresh. Then I thought he can't hear me, so that would be useless, wouldn't it? It's like asking a deaf man to a question. He's not going to hear you. Yarrow Mina, Fabian. It's funny because Fabian Delph has got his sexual preference as his shirt number. Number 8. Yeah. I thought that might have been it. I mean, like I said, I tested it. It was all fine for me. Brandon Williams, can you sort it, mate? Nice one. David, nice ball into Fred. How do you even manage that? What do you have your phone like leaned up against? Well, I don't know what you're watching on. If it's like on a TV or whatever, do you just like pressing the mute button by accident or something? Juan Zebi, Garn, Brandon Williams, Paul Pogba. Nice play here by Manchester United. Brando Williams. Actual Twanzebe goes out to Scott McTominay. Obviously, our centre-back today. I wonder if he'll be moulded into a centre-back by early this season or not. Greenwood. Mata. Greenwood. Poor from Greenwood. I'm on PC. Did you like accidentally press your PC control? Yeah. Alright, fair enough. Holgate goes into Mina. Andreas Pereira is just not very good at football, is he? That's the sad reality. He's just not very good, is he? Fred fouls Dobbin. Dobby. Why are Everton playing Dobby? This ain't fair. Dobby. They've got Dobby. Since when did they... Since when did Everton sign this guy? Since when did Everton sign this guy? When did that happen? That doesn't seem fair. Right, if Dobby scores here, God knows what I'll do. Digne puts the ball into the box. And it's out for a goal kick to Manchester United. So we've got about 10 minutes left of this game. Dobby for Ballon d'Or. So yeah, we've got about 10 minutes left of this game. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, about 5 or 10 minutes after we finish this stream, I will be going live again for the live match reaction. The live chat and stream is already set up for that. Link to that is in the description down below. So if you, when this stream ends at full time, if you go over there, and we'll talk about the game, do player ratings. I want to hear your opinions. Obviously, I can give you mine. Like I said, we'll do player ratings and just have a chat about the game. We can have a little chat about the Leeds game that's coming up. Of course, we will do a preview for that game. That will come out probably on Friday, I imagine. One more, guys. Did you say 4-0 United live in your prediction? You went 2-0. No one said 4-0. I would like another goal, preferably to Man United. Kenny puts it in. Good defending by McTominay, to be fair. Fabian Delph cuts inside. Lucas Digne. Digne. Fabian. Dobby goes into Holgate, into Delph. I mean, look, at the start of the season, I'll continue to do them how I do. I mean, maybe it's something I can definitely think about. I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, certainly for the start of the this season, I'll keep doing them as recorded things. Because, obviously, in the previews, I have all the graphics on the side and what have you. All of that is harder to do with doing it all live. I was completely wrong. I didn't expect United to play so good. Second half, I think we have been poor, but we haven't had to play well. First half, we did play really well, and I was very pleased with how we played. And look, that's a kind of a blueprint for the Leeds game. We play like that, we'll win the game. John Joe Kenny shoots, and he's going to go out for a throw-in. Digne will just about keep it in. Tom Davis. Nice play. Fonsebi's given away a penalty, surely. How the fuck is the referee not giving that? How the fuck is the referee not giving away a penalty? That is a penalty every day. That's a penalty every single day of the week, that. Ben Davies should have a penalty. That is a penalty every single day of the week. Fabian Delph. Dalot does well. James Garner. Mata. What I'm a little bit concerned about. Why is James Garner still at the club? And I mean that in the nicest way possible. James Garner, let's be real here. James Garner's not going to be playing first team football for us this season. So why is he not being sorted out alone already? I mean, you look at Billy Gilmore, he's just gone to Norwich. Why? That could have been James Garner. Why is James Garner not been loaned out already? Why is James Garner not being loaned out already? Why is James Garner not being sorted out alone already? I mean, you look at Billy Gilmore, he's just gone to Norwich. Why? That could have been James Garner. Why is James Garner not Look, Twanzebi's meant to be going out on loan. Why is he not been loaned out yet? Brandon Williams the same. These players are being wasted. Get him a loan and get him playing first team football next season when realistically they're not going to play next year for us. Brandon Williams played like 4 games last year. What's the point of him being here? Go on, Greenwood. Give it to Andreas. Poor from Greenwood again. In a bit, Ethan, mate. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Brandon Williams. Fred. Pogba. Zebi. Fred. McTominay. Scott McTominay. Mason Greenwood. James Garner. Fred. McTominay. Oh, lovely play from McTominay there. Dallo. Greenwood. Mata. Greenwood. Fred. Pogba. Andreas. Lovely play from Andreas. Looks for Mata. And Everton leave it to run out for a goal kick. Fuck me. They've just shown that again. Axel Twanzebe has completely taken out Ben Davies. It's a penalty every single day of the week. Fred. Mix up there in communication. Both Pogba and Fred just leaving the ball. Begovic into Mina. Begovic goes long. Brandon Williams. Pogba. Greenwood. Mason. Mata. Puts the ball into the box. Pogba just can't get his head onto it. Brandon Williams does well there. Not a pain because Twanzebe doesn't make mistakes. This stream was OG. Thank you, mate. Do you think Man United will finish above Chelsea? I do. I do think we'll finish above Chelsea. Controversial as that may be, I do. Look, Chelsea are undoubtedly a good team. I think, but what we saw obviously they're going to be better than last year. I think I think. I don't know. I do think at times they struggled to break down teams last year, and I feel like you might see the same again. I think we've got a better team than Chelsea as well. Look, I love Lukaku. Look, I understood why we were selling Lukaku, but I was still sad that we were selling Lukaku because I liked him. I thought he was a top striker. I personally would have never sold Lukaku. Like I said, I get why we sold him, and I'm not mad that we sold him, but I wouldn't have sold him. Look at the fans back in the ground. That is brilliant to see. We love to see that. But look, as the last few seconds tick by, we are going to win this game, innit? McTominay, Fred, Twanzebe, James Garner, Jimmy Garner, McTominay, Garner, Mata, Garner, McTominay. No, they're willing to pay 50 million for him at this stage. Ben White, yeah, Ben White to Arsenal was a done deal, isn't it? Look, it's a good deal. It's overpriced, yes, but it's a good deal for them. United Live. Are you talking about Lukaku to Chelsea? No, they're paying more than 50 million. They're paying like 98 million for him. They're paying close to 100 million for him. Look, we get made fun of for Pogba. But fuck me, Chelsea have absolutely fumbled the bag with Lukaku, haven't they? I mean, it's not one as bad, but it's still quite bad, isn't it? 50 mil for one. Yeah, but look, they're very different. Varane was on his last year of his contract, isn't English. Varane wanted to leave, and Real Madrid had to sell. Oh, go! Dallo scores! That is awful goalkeeping, by the way. He kind of like headed it over him. It's, like I said, it's absolutely horrific defending. With goalkeeping, sorry. And it is 4-0 Manchester United, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap. And there we go. That's full time. Manchester United beating Everton, 4-0. Now, we'll have a look at the predictions. No one said 4-0. The closest one would have been me, NG, and United Live, who all went for 2-0. Movement Talks, who went for 5-0 Man United. Technically, yes, he was closer, but that came in, I believe, at 2-0. So, meh. No, but no one gets the no one gets the pin comment. PSG going to win the Champions League. They probably will, yes. But look, that is going to be the end for this stream. Like I said, down in the comment section below, description, you will find a link to the the match reaction, where we'll do player ratings, we can talk more about the game, so on and so forth. So make sure you do go into the description down below. It's the top link in the description. Press on that and we'll be there in about 5 minutes, and we'll do player ratings, match reactions, so on and so forth. So I will see you all there. Let's right. So I will see you all. Turn that off. Shut up, me. Right. So I will see you all over there in a bit. Peace.